Begin with our new manager, Alex Cora. Florida, you went Alex. How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Let's bring out your coaches. We'll begin with the new bench coach, Ron Renicky. The pitching coach, Dana Levanti. Hitting coach, Tim Hyers. Third base coach, Carlos Fablis. Our first base coach, Tom Goodwin. Our assistant hitting coach, Andy Barkett. Our bullpen coach, Craig Bjornson. And our Major League coach, quality coach, Ramon Vasquez. Alex, I'll begin with you. The manager's job, simply put, is to get the best of the talent and personnel he's been given. The not so simple part is, how do you go about doing that?
Well, you surround yourself with good quality people that have been around the game, that have experience, and I think we accomplished that getting this coaching staff. As everybody knows, this is my first time managing at the big league level, so for that to be, for me to be comfortable and for us to be successful, the first goal was to gather a good group of men that can help me out through the process, and I think we accomplished that. You see these guys here, they have experience, they bring energy, in tune with the game, and they make me feel very, very comfortable where I'm at right now.
A lot of teams talk about wanting to have diversity on a coaching staff, but to me, nothing says diversity as much as having a Norwegian on your coaching staff. Craig Bjornson, take a bow, brother. We've got questions. We'll start over here.
Hi, my name is George, and I'm from Barnstable, Massachusetts.
Who's your question for, George?
My question is for Alex. How do you think that playing as a player in the major leagues will help you will help your success as a coach?
A lot of good and bad things happen throughout my career over 13 years, and hopefully a lot of good things happen this year with this group of guys, and we, as a group, we can share our experiences, and whenever something bad happens, we're going to have the information for them, not only on the field, but also off the field to help them out. At the end of the day, we're trying to have a family environment, not only in the clubhouse, but outside the clubhouse. And with the knowledge that we have, with the experiences that we have, I think we can accomplish that. We're going to talk to them, and I think we're going to click. We're going to be in a good spot.
I think everybody here thinks you're going to be an awesome coach.
Thank you.
Thank you. We have a question on this side. Yes, sir.
Hi, this question is for Alex and anyone else. I think there are people from Houston. It was such a joy to watch Houston play, I have to say, because they played so much as a team and loved the game, and you could really see it. I think it made a difference. So is there anything you saw with the manager and the coaches, the other coaches, specifically that you could bring over to Boston to get some of that feeling back in Boston?
Well, I was only there for 6 months, so I think Craig can answer that one. He was a bullpen coach for them for 4 years. So, CB, go ahead.
That's a real quick, simple answer. Alex and myself, they brought us here to do the same thing. So we're here to get you guys going, ready to go.
All right. I like it. Dana, I've got a question for you. You've spent all 28 years of your professional life in the Red Sox organization. What have most notably as bullpen coach, been promoted now to pitching coach. I wonder what you have found works for you in gaining the trust of your pitching staff.
That's something that takes time, but I think preparation, consistency, being the same individual each day, good or bad, caring about how they go about their business on the field and off, allows you to build those relationships, have those tough conversations when you have to, and be able to look at each other and sense and feel that trust. The one great thing about this, me becoming pitcher coach, is, you know, we're going to continue the continuity that we have built last year and a couple of years past. So there's trust, and for me, that was really important, especially is how successful and good our pitching staff is. So.
Question out here, please.
Yeah, so a question for Alex and the rest of the coaches. Good luck this year, right? We hear a lot about the technology that was used, video and all that in Houston. That was very useful to help the hitting and the pitchers too. So are we bringing some of that here? Are we going to use that also here? Can you comment on that?
Apple Watch. That's fine.
I also have an Apple Watch. I think Tim can help us out. He comes from our organization that, as you guys know, the Dodgers. He was your assistant hitting coach, and they did an outstanding job offensively. And I think, the Astros, everybody knows about them, I think, more because they won the World Series. But I think the Dodgers did an outstanding job, so Tim, go ahead.
You know, I think technology is growing, you know, every year. I think players are becoming more familiar with the language and things that they can take advantage of. And I know we'll take every advantage of every situation, everything that's out there to compete and help our players out. And some things we'll use, some things we won't. And a lot of it will be individually based, because there's some players who like, you know, to move in some of those directions and listen to it. But there's a lot of players that just keep it simple and go compete and, you know, lay it on the line every single night. So we're going to take advantage of it, but it's out there. It's really, I think it's interesting for the fans, because they get to see some, you know, different things, and especially with the video, it's really moving in a good direction and exciting direction. So we're going to take advantage of it.
Thank you.
Tom Goodwin, I have a question for you. Tom was with the Mets for, what, the last half dozen seasons? Yeah, as a coach, outfield, and base running instructor. My question is regarding base running. The Red Sox ranked 5th in the major leagues last year in stolen base percentage, and we're one of 7 teams that stole 100 or more bases last year. Yet they made more outs on the bases than any team in the major leagues last season. How do you go about changing that?
Well, the main thing is just bringing awareness to guys, win good times, to push the envelope and try to take the extra base, and when it's a good time for us to scale back and, and not be as aggressive. But we don't want to lose that aggressiveness at all. When you're stealing that many bases, and when when you have an athletic team like we have, we definitely want these guys to continue to run and continue to do the things that they were doing that made them successful. But you also want them to maybe play a little smarter. Now, I wasn't around, so I didn't see it as much. And it's one of those things where I kind of want to see it first before, going at it and attacking it. So, hopefully early spring training, if things start to happen and we have some guys out there on base, and we don't make the smart move, then we'll discuss that and we'll try to bring it to their attention every time. And in doing that, hopefully that will get us into a situation where guys are starting to think a little smarter on the bases and doing the things. But I think the main thing, for us as coaches, is that we want to put these guys in the most comfortable position that they can possibly be in. And I think that's how you get the best out of a player, is if you make your environment comfortable. Obviously, Alex does a great job of that. The coaching staff that we have is going to do a great job of that, because there's a lot of pressure out there. Already we got to face a tough Yankee lineup, or a tough Houston Astros team, Cleveland Indians and such. So there's already enough pressure out there. We don't need to put that much pressure on them. So we want to just have a relaxed environment. We see something, we're going to say something about it, and then we're going to move.
Thank you.